Hey guys, Nate Dad. Hi. It's graduation time. A lot of people are moving up from one grade to the other. And as you guys are moving into bigger education modes or bigger roles in life, the question always comes down to what's the point? What's next? Where am I going? So I want to talk about something that is going to help open the door to that. So let's get into it.
First things first, it's imperative that you understand something above everything else. You have a purpose. That's correct. You were designated, you were designed, you were created for a purpose. It means that you specifically have a plan for your life. Now, I know this only because I believe that God created me, you, and everybody else, and in me is the thumbprint of God. And he talked to Jeremiah long ago, when Jeremiah was a prophet, and he told him this. He said, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." That means before you were even a fetus, he knew you. God knew you. And before you were born, I consecrated you. Now, consecrated's tricky. Hey Siri, what does
I'm listening.
what does consecrated mean?
Consecrate means make or declare something, typically a church, sacred, dedicate formally to a religious or divine purpose.
Dedicated formally to a divine purpose. So you have a purpose, regardless of whether you believe you do or you're trying to figure it out. You don't know what you want to do, where you want to be, what it is. You've got a purpose. God has a plan for your life.
Early on, my dad taught me that there are 3 things necessary to be good at anything: practice, practice, practice. And throughout my life, I've gotten good at a number of things, but the only way that I did was I continued to persevere. I put in the time, I put in the effort, and when things got difficult, I made a decision not to quit. That reminds me, Dad also used to say, anything worth doing is worth doing right and to the best of your ability the first time. What those around you think of you should only matter if you trust their opinion. Be purposeful in who you allow to speak into you. Also, you need to learn to receive compliments and believe those who compliment you. They believe what they think of you. You should as well. Always remember, every day is a new day. Don't let what happened last year, last week, yesterday define who you are. And don't put your focus on tomorrow. Worry about today. Tomorrow's got enough problems on its own. Always remember that happiness is an inside job. You've got to change the conversations on the inside if you want to change the effects on the outside. And remember, it's not your job to make everyone happy, and it's nobody's job to make you happy. Choose who you will love and understand you can't change or fix them. You can only offer your time and your love. And if they don't appreciate your efforts, move on. They may not be able to meet you where you are. When dealing with human beings, always try to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to be angry.
You got something to say? What do you want to talk about?
Oh, and so long as you're going to be dealing with human beings, you need to understand that everybody's broken. We're all dealing with our own battles. Some of us just hide it better than others. So you need to be mindful of the way you treat other people. And just because they blow up on you doesn't mean that it has anything to do with you. But just be sure that you control your emotions. And don't make decisions based on those emotions because they change minute to minute. As long as you deal with people, just know that we're all wrestling with something. All of us. You're not alone in that.
So while I'm aware that pointing out the fact that everybody has a purpose still doesn't answer the basic question of what is my purpose, I can give you the answer. I can tell you exactly what your purpose is. You ready? It is that you are supposed to... You gotta figure it out on your own. Generally speaking, man's purpose is to glorify God. How do we do that? We live a life of worship. How do we do that? We take our talents and our abilities. We do the best with what God has given us. And when people praise us and say how great we've done, we point them to Him. What that looks like in your day-to-day, I don't know. Are you going to be a teacher? Are you going to be an engineer? Are you going to be a mechanic? Don't know. Truth be told, you've got to listen to your heart, you've got to listen to your mind, you've got to listen to your parents, and you've got to figure it out for yourself.
There's a lot of talk going around right now about being your authentic self or being true to who you are. But I challenge you not to think of being authentic, but work at being your best self. Being purposeful in who you are, not just settling for what you are.
My purpose was revealed to me when I stopped trying to seek and please myself and started to think about others and trying to serve my fellow man. When I put God's will before my own, my life changed and my value and my purpose changed. Because I stopped looking at me and myself as the center of the universe and recognizing that the best thing I can do is to be of service to my God. In short, seek to do the right thing in every situation. Sometimes the right thing and the hard thing are the same. But you do that and the rest will take care of itself. See you guys next time. Like, share, subscribe. Nate Dad out.